It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Browns and the Titans, and it comes your way next.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking a field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
First carry for Nick Chubb. That he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Tannehill on first down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Airing it out deep for Woods. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Here's 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Look at the spin. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads.
Yeah.
And you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
High throw, but the catch is made. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Able to push his way through. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 6. Now it's Tannehill. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is indeed good. And they're on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Watson off play action. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. It got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. 2 first. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Tannehill on 3rd down. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches, 72 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. To throw is Tannehill. This is caught. It's Woods. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. A big play that time for the Titans.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. The McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 20 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Watson on first down. Swings this out for Hunt. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Third and long. It's Watson. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen. And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Complete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Shrugs him off. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Tannehill now to throw. Dancing to his left. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Watson now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now a shot taken on 3rd. On 1st down, Tannehill rolling to his right. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him. And
it's a Titans touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Titans are able to... On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Off of play action, it's Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. But McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns drive about to get started as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. After the sack on first down, Watson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. It's a gain of just 3 in the offense. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He's going to look deep for more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there just before halftime. So we've come to half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Touchdown, Titans. Robert Woods, 77 yards. And the Titans come. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the third quarter. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah on the... So we're in the third quarter. We'll see how this defense handles the upcoming drive as the offense takes over with a 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Watson looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Tim Williams in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up for... Play action. It's Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Back in the first quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Being chased out left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back now in Nashville, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 6 yards left on 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes, just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked there by Nick Nelson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
We like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point right down the middle, and that would extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Browns drive about to get started. But you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Working with 2nd and 5 now. To throw is Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 2nd and inches, Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up under pressure again, and down he goes again. He could not get away that time. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up second and third down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 13. Steps away to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Now back to throw. He'll buy some time right. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports.
First down. Here's Burrow. And his first look is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does. On first down, Lance. That is incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting has taken over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now Lance. And this one is incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for him to try it.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, so they've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They go play action with Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. Now it's Burrow escaping the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, a 5-yard touchdown. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Eluding the pressure right.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flushed out right.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big play there for Cincinnati.
If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
21-0 our score after one.
This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon.
And now this offense gets ready to take over the football. 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Burrow.
They'll roll him out right.
Airing one out for Boyd.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw.
This is caught inside the 15. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Flush to his right. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals are able to add on to their first half lead. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for Cincinnati. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. So this offense will head back out there. They're in excellent field position after the fumble recovery.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And, oh, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Now that definitely hurts, because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very...
Touchdown! It's complete. It's the fullback. His first touchdown. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D. Ford that time getting the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And this offense going to elect to burn it. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. On 2nd and 10, Lance drops it underneath to Gore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Lance to throw it. He's got Gore. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Flushed out right to Mixon on the check down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, You can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow, flush to his right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. Not the first time on this drive. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Saints and the Blues, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on. Jordan Love ready on first down here. He's got his all-pro receiver Michael Thomas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And he's brought down. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Again, it's Love. Escaping the pressure right. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Play fake. Here's Love sliding out of the pocket. Oh, it gets loose right side. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the final number here in terms of top speed, I mean, that almost looks like a misprint. He was just absolutely flying. Unbelievable. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Hunter Henry. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. They'll start with the option. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Good catch, an excellent creation of a big play downfield. And I can guarantee you this, that's not a play this defense is practiced against in the days leading up to this game.
An option handoff given to Harris. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. The love throw complete there to Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Love.
Partner took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
Love looking to throw it. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying...
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Love. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. We'll check on his status when we get back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people?
He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Flushed out right. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
The Love's throw taken in by Landry. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 20...
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what...
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's a give to Madison running right.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their...
On 1st and 10, Love.
Thomas brings it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it. Oh!
Still going. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Love to throw for it on 4th. Flush to his right. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints add on to their lead. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but just show them a lot of different looks. And they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
To throw now. Here's Love.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Thomas has got it, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
First down, New Orleans. That's the end of the third quarter with the score.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Love now. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 27 yards.
And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood?
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go bootleg. Love. He'll buy some time right.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The deception there pays off to perfection. 14 yards on the fake punt and a first down. Throwing. Love rolling to his right. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Let's go.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on deep.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. First down, Love to pass. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Love now to pass on first down. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Here we go.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coach.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And still fighting. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Let's go.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on?
This is unbelievable.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, his first touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Again, it's Kamara. Tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different